Biosimilar is a class of drugs that are essentially identical copies of biologic drugs. So biologic drugs are complex drugs that are injected, and so they're different than chemical drugs, which are usually given by mouth. And the special thing about biosimilars is essentially they're the same as biologics, but they cost significantly less.
The Biosimilars project was unique in Canada. We were the first jurisdiction to launch coverage of biosimilars and to encourage switching via policy from the originator biologic to a biosimilar option. We asked prescribers, patient groups, pharmacists, what help they would need. As such, we were able to take all that feedback in and roll it out into a successful switching project.
First of all, biologics are very important therapies for people with severe chronic conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and gastrointestinal diseases. I think this is really important because drug sustainability is a real issue, not only in British Columbia, but in Canada. Drugs are becoming more and more expensive, there's precision medicine, and we have to do whatever we can to ensure sustainability, to make sure that people have therapies for the long term.
This type of initiative has been in place in Europe for many years. The clinical evidence supports use of biosimilars, but in Canada and North America, this was a new initiative. And so we knew that in order for this to be a success, to have the patient's transition not to have negative impact on the patients or their prescribers, we need to engage many different stakeholders and work with them to bring this to fruition.
Since the Ministry of Health has launched its biosimilar policy, we've had very strong support. Close to 75 to 80% of the patients that were on the originator have switched over to the biosimilars. At the same time, we've also been able to cover a few new products as well, a few new drug products, and expand the coverage of drugs as well, and provide additional services for patients.
I think what I'd like to see is biosimilars become almost akin to generics, where a lower priced biosimilar is introduced onto the market, that we will just automatically switch patients onto it and not offer the originator product.
For patients switching from the originator to the biosimilar, all the science suggests there should be no difference in terms of efficacy or safety. We needed a way to encourage patients to switch from the originator product to the biosimilar brand. To do that, we needed help from prescribers, patients, and pharmacists all across BC. And this project was really needed to capture those savings and allow us to reinvest in other medications for all British Columbians.